Hey, what's up guys and welcome. This is the new series where I react to some songs, and if I know what the hell they're doing, then I show you guys how I would approach in doing something. So in today's video we have a track which sounds very similar to another track that's out because they both sampled the same track. Clone recalls an amusing anecdote about the song's creation, admitting he forgot he'd even produced it until he saw a video of another artist playing it live. When I went back into the file, I couldn't believe I'd put it to one side. Touched it up slightly, remastered it, and the record caught fire as soon as I started playing it. Now, if you don't know what's going on, pretty much Voice Noise and Skrillex released a similar song using a same sample called Fine Day. It's a weird one because it has like that techno rumble that we know of. You know, like this kind of bass. Us Californians are sensitive to these kind of sounds, so I guess Clone felt a little left out and he decided to release his. Now on the charts right now, number 8 or number 9 is the Voice Noise and Skrillex one, and Clonee's at number 14, catching up to them. Now Clone decides to flip the sample in the only way he knows how, with stutter kicks. It's weird because, you know, his kick doesn't have any like good transient on it. We have the transient of a kick. But if we get rid of the transient enough and we elongate the kick, you get something like this. Now from there, you would increase the drive and oversaturate the kick. Yeah, but it's a super cool track because the kick usually will do this, right? He does a double kick here. I mean, it goes to show though, when you have your own label, you could do these kind of things like, oh shit, competition's releasing a track that's using the same splice sample as me? Fuck them. For us producers that don't have labels, we're at the dismay, bro. Like someone does it, it's like you're tied up and you're just like, fucking let me at it. Then he comes in with like this horn of death. To be honest, if that was me, I'd just grab like a brass stab and like Complex Pro -12. Hold shift and time stretch it. Un poco más. Going to the Skrillex one, they have like this really cool like sound that they have like just really speeding up. So one of the ways to do that in Ableton, set up your chord, get a nice sound on it. You grab the arpeggiator, put it in chord trigger mode. So you could just do this. Now, a lot of times it depends. I mean, you could turn off the sync off so that way. Oh, Juan. But when I listen to theirs, it sounds like they decided not to do that because you can hear the changes in the ARP. Extra kudo points if you do the ARP thing, which for that one. How? Then they do some complextro stuff. Now, again, I'm not an expert. I love making music and not releasing it. They did somewhat of a granulizer on it and then resampled it, and then they're using like a sampler to shoot it off. So granular delay has that sound. If you know, you know, bruh. What I would want to do is resample that. Now resampling allows me to record whatever is coming out of Ableton into itself. So it's like some human centipede action going on and stuff, or human self-apede. But we can record this. We have one shot. From there, I could use Echo Boy to do more weird stuff. Maybe like it'll do some other cool stuff. But we'll move this to the side like so. From there, let's bunch it up together and create what I like to call a sound design pie. So this is just something that is like a bunch of shots that you're going to use to do some complextro style music. And then from there, let's open up a MIDI channel by doing Command-Shift-T. We'll use a simpler so we can access slice mode like so. From there, I can shoot stuff off. can also just grab individually, because that way that opens up the possibility of audio manipulation, which, you know, for instance, I could grab this here. But it sounds like they shoot off a sample, so it might be a sample from the song. I haven't heard the original one. The other thing to do with that sample is just gate it, which in Ableton, if you wanted to gate, you would go to beats mode, boom, preserve 116, pull down the gate, whatever this thing is called. And then you get this really cool, like, gated sound. You can also do this with an Ableton auto pan. Just make sure that when you put the amount up, the shape, or sorry, the phase stays lined up, so that way. And then you can sync it up, so you could do 116 flutter. Change the shape on it. It's going to be a Skrillex and Voice Noise also have this very analog wub, which might be wave shaping with sine waves. Oh, there it is. Maybe a +7. And then you could just add this like so. Waveshaped WUBS. I finally get to hear the original. Is there any way to sample those drums? So who did it better? It's a hard one for me to say. I'm not gonna lie, I think I like the Clone version a lot more, even though it's a lot more simplistic. I can see myself shaking my butt to that a lot more than the Skrillex one. Skrillex one is cool in terms of sound design, but again, I like music that I can hear at the gym, and just that military ass kick that Clone has, I could definitely see myself bench pressing a couple more pounds because of it. If you learned something today, hit the like button, leave a comment down below on who did it better. Boy has been out of video ideas in terms of music production, so I thought I'd just react to these two songs that sounded identical. Turns out it's a sample, and I guess you can be Eskimo brothers when it comes to sampling. As always, guys, if you want to support the channel, evilsounds.com, and happy producing.